We have all got used to connecting to our screens daily. And so we will be switching off these screens which are on the side. Screens don't have vibrations. We are here together to create an energy where 2,000 very pure and very powerful minds are going to create a vibration which will not just create a transformation within, but which will vibrate to the entire planet and create peace in the world. That's why we are together. So no screens in between. We are here for an energy exchange. And that's why don't create a thought, I can't see properly. Practical experience says, somebody could be sitting right in the front, can see everything, and yet doesn't make much out of it. And somebody could be sitting in the last corner of the hall, cannot see anything, and yet creates a miracle in their life, because it's nothing about what we can see, it's about what we are doing inside. Kusumben said, one lecture is enough to change your life. Actually, just one thought is enough to change your life. We all know everything. There's nothing new that we will talk about today to each other. We know everything. We know everything that is right for us and not so right for us. And yet sometimes, when we are out there in the world, the energy of a lot of other people doing other things around us can influence our state of mind. And unaware, we do some karmas which are not right for us. And when we come together like this, it's only to connect with our own purity and to emerge that one thought, and then hold on to that thought, and that one thought and that one decision today can change not just my destiny, it can change the destiny of my family, it can change the destiny of the people I work with. I can contribute to changing the destiny of the world. We're taking this moment to look at our life. We all make plans. We all write the script of how we want our life to be. Look at what you have decided for yourself and for your family. How do I want my life to be? What do I want for my family, for my children? It's clear what we want for them. Life may go just as we have planned. And sometimes, just one scene can change the entire script. And things turn out to be completely different from what we thought it could be. And the first question that I ask myself at that time is, why did this happen to me? I trusted them so much. How could they do this to me? I put in all my efforts. Why didn't things go out my way? I did nothing for them. Why are they doing so much for me? I put in no effort. How is it that I am getting so much success? Who is deciding all this for me? Who has the power to change my destiny? We all write and plan and think and talk about how we want our life to be. How many of you, raise your hands, have a life which has turned out to be exactly the way you had scripted it when you were a child? Yes? Many of you may not even have planned that you're going to be in this part of the world. And here you are today. I had never planned that I'm going to come here, and I had never thought I'm going to be sitting here, but I'm here today. So things don't go according to the way we plan. Who is planning all this for us? We need to know. So that if we want to change the way life is happening to me, I need to know where to go. Many of us today are interested in knowing what the future has in store for us. Do you have people here who tell you what's your future? Yes? Yes? Suppose in the room across this hall, somebody with a very nice chair and table sits here and says, "Aajao, aajao, I'll tell you what's going to happen in the next coming 5 years." Then we have to check how many will be in this hall and how many will go to the next hall there. Yes? One is knowing what's going to happen in the future. And the other is choosing what I want in the future and creating it myself. One is apna bhagya janna, and the other is apni choice ka bhagya banana. So what do you want to do? You want to know your future, or you want to choose and create your future? Sure? So you'll continue sitting in this hall? What happens once we get into this habit of asking someone, what's going to happen in the coming 6 months? What's going to happen in the next 2 years? What's the destiny of my child? What will be their career? When will they get married? Who will they get married to? Will everything go perfect? Information, information, information. Have we ever paused to check what will we do by knowing in advance what's going to happen in the next 5 years? What will we do? What will we do? Suppose I make a prediction for you today. In the next 2 years, listen carefully. In the next 2 years, someone very, very, very close to you is going to cheat you. Very close, very close. And you trust them completely, and they are going to cheat you. Prediction, information. Now go home. Because that's the only amount of information we can give. And now you go home with this information. What's going to start happening? What's going to start happening? What's going to start happening? Now you will start looking at everyone and you will start creating and radiating vibrations of mistrust to everyone close to you. The fact that somebody is going to cheat you is true. It is true. It is an accurate scientific prediction. But you don't know who that one is. And you will start looking at people with mistrust and doubt. In the process of the 2 years, some people who were not going to cheat you will move away. Because we doubted them, we disrespected them, we even questioned their integrity. In those 2 years, creating doubt, creating worry, creating anxiety, what's going to happen to my inner power? What's going to happen to my inner power? It will get depleted. And after 2 years, here comes this one person who cheats me. Do I have any power left to face that situation? Because I already wasted all my power in doubt, worry, anxiety, fear, apprehension. This is one way of living. And the other way of living is strengthen yourself daily. Make the foundation of your inner life very strong. Nourish yourself and prepare yourself and keep yourself strong. Trust everybody. They don't need to prove their worth. Just make trust your natural way of being. Trust everybody. 9 out of 10 will return your trust with a lot of love and integrity. One may not be the way you wanted them to be. They might turn out to do something which you had never expected they would do. But we are so strong that when someone does something which is not our way, our power to face the situation, situations will come, situations will go, but we will not shake inside. One way is to know what's the future prediction of the weather in the next coming 2 years before you build your house. And one way is to just build a strong house on a strong foundation and let anything come and anything go, my house will stand strong. Right? Now, what's the foundation on which my life is standing? A few months back, a young brother comes to our center and he said, my family, my wife, my 5-year-old son, and my parents met with an accident last week, and all 4 are no more. 2 minutes to change his destiny and his script completely. He had only one question. Why did God do this to me? And he went home and he threw all the pictures, all the sculptures, everything that he had, he threw it down and he stamped it. He said, I hate him. I've never done wrong to anyone. I've never said or even a lie to anyone, and this is what he does to me. So even in moments of grief and pain, he only hated him. Because he firmly believed that who has written this destiny for me? Who has written this destiny for me? Because that's what we were taught. That everything is happening according to? Everything is happening according to? Everything is happening according to God's will. पत्ता पत्ता भी भगवान की मर्जी से हिलता है. Right? 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 Close your eyes for 30 seconds and see the world. A world which is going on according to God's will. God writing the destiny of every soul on the planet. God deciding what the weather would be. God deciding how everyone's health would be. God deciding when each one would leave their body, the time of death decided by God for everyone. Open your eyes. How would the world be? One word. How would the world be? How would the world be? How would the world be? Perfect. Had you to write the destiny of your child, what would the destiny be? Perfect. If you have two children and you have to write their destiny, would you give more to one and less to the other? No. It's normal. It's law. If a parent had to write the destiny of the child, one, the destiny would be perfect, and second, the destiny would be equal. If he had to write our destiny, one, our destiny would be perfect, and second, our destinies would be equal. Today, neither is it perfect, and it's definitely not equal. Second option. Everything that's happening to me is a consequence of what I have done earlier. Jaisa karam, vaisa phal. Everything that's happening is a consequence of my earlier action, earlier behavior, earlier karma. So two options we have to choose. Everything that's happening to me is His will. Second option, everything that's happening to me is a consequence of my previous action. Which one do you feel is right? Our actions, most of them beautiful, once in a while a mistake. So all actions are not perfect, and definitely all actions are not equal. So what's the final analysis? He's writing the destiny or we are writing our destiny? Sure? So next time the mind says, why is this happening to me? Where's the finger to go? Where is the finger to go? Where's the finger to go? Wasn't that easier? Blame there, and then the responsibility to rectify also over there. So every morning, do this, do this, do this, and if you do this, you will get this. So request with incentive. That's one way of living. And second is, take the knowledge from Him, the power from Him, and change my destiny. So the next time the mind says, why did this happen to me? What's the answer going to be? What's the answer going to be? Why is this happening to me? What's the answer going to be? I have done something, and this is only a return of that. If I have to change what is happening to me, who do I have to go to? If I want to change what is happening to me, who do I have to go to? See? So I only have to go to myself, and absolutely for free. And we're ready to go to everyone else. And someone will say, change your name. Someone will say, change the color you wear. Someone will say to use this number house, this number car, this number. So we start working with numbers. Someone will say, change the direction of your house. which is all a science. They are all sciences. One way of living is change all that. Even then, destiny will change a little bit. And one way of living is just change your thoughts and your karma, and destiny will change. So which method to use? Suppose a couple is having constant fights at home, and someone will say your room is not in the right direction. Is a science. So please change your room. They'll say, why to change the room? We'll change the house. That's one way of living. And powerful souls will say, we will live in this house and we will never have a conflict again. Which one is easier? First one is easier. Good. It's easier to change the house. And then, how many houses will we change? How many jobs will we change? And nowadays the latest, how many spouses will we change? We wanting to change all of them because we thought they are the cause of the problem in my life. It's she, it's he because of whom I'm not happy. So if I change her, so either first I ask her to change or him to change. If they change good enough, if they don't say, you go change completely, I'll get somebody else. We think that's easier to do because we believe they are the cause of the problems and the pain in my life. So one is to change the house, the job, the country, the city, the spouse, everything. And the other is just to change my way of thinking for the destiny to change. Which one is easier? Which one is easier? Second one is easy? Pakka? Pakka? Sure. Changing your thoughts is easy? No. Are? Easier? Changing your thoughts is easy? Changing your sanskar, your habits, your nature is easy? Changing your sanskar, your habit, your nature is easy? No? No? Yes or no? All of you are creating miracles in the outside world. We are creating miracles in the outside world. We have the power to achieve and do whatever we think of doing. And when it comes to changing one habit, we say, ye to bahut mushkil hai. It's the one thing on which I'm dependent on no one. It's the one thing which only who has to do? I have to do. But it's probably the one thing which I haven't been doing since a very long time. And anything which I don't do, I think it's difficult. And then I put a barrier by saying, this is very difficult. We make the barrier even bigger by saying, this is impossible. I can't change this. And we give the message to the other people in the family, don't ask me to change. This cannot be changed. Destiny. Some people start talking at a little louder volume. That becomes their way of living. And then they say, आवाज ही ऐसी हो गई अब. I can't change. Be very careful, because every time we say even one line, this is who I am, this is what is my habit, I cannot change, we are writing our destiny. We are saying, I cannot change. And the other person from there will say, even I cannot change. And when both give this message to each other, I cannot change, then we sit together and say, okay, since we cannot change, then we better not continue living together. Only because they said, I cannot change, something which they had complete power on. And that day, that one moment, we write the destiny of so many people involved in our family. It's not a destiny of two people. It's a destiny of 2 families, which changes that day because one person says, I cannot change. Don't cheat yourself and don't cheat people by saying, I cannot change, because that's the easiest thing to do. So let's start by giving ourselves a very powerful blessing and say, changing a habit is the easiest thing to do. Bolo. Don't think of other people's habits while you're saying this. Yeah, it's easy. She could do this. Changing, I'm going to go home and tell her, changing a habit is the easiest thing to do. Yeah. And sometimes we're thinking, she should have come for this program, and if she comes and if she changes this one habit, तो मुझे तो कुछ करना ही नहीं पड़ेगा उसके बाद, तो सब कुछ ही change हो जाएगा. This 1 hour is only for one person. It's only for me. The other day I met a young lady and she said, you know what? My husband has started watching your program every day. I said, good. I said, why don't you also watch with him? She said, I don't need to because he's watching and everything is sorted in our house. I don't need to watch the program now. But that shows the power. That shows the power that even one of us starts working on ourselves and creates a slight shift. Destiny changes. Destiny changes completely. Couples who had already filed papers, decisions taken, one person started working on themselves, within 1 month created a change, changed the destiny of the entire family. That's the power each one of us has. So never ever say, I cannot change. Every morning get up and give one blessing to yourself. Changing any sanskar which is not right for me or for my family is the easiest thing to do. Because even while creating that thought, we are writing our destiny. Now let's look at the equation. Please keep this here fixed. My every thought, my every word, my every behavior. My every thought, my every word, my every behavior is the energy I create, I radiate. Karma, actions, is not just what I speak and what I behave. The deepest and most powerful karma is what I think. So my every thought, my every word, my every behavior is energy I create, radiate. This is karma. Everything that is coming to me in terms of situations, in terms of people's behavior, is energy which is on the return. Energy on the return is my energy going out from me into the world, my karma. Energy on the return is my destiny. See this every day throughout the day. Everything I am sending out, karma. Everything that's coming to me, destiny. Equation fit? What I'm sending out in terms of my thoughts, not words and behavior. Many of us have mastered a beautiful skill to think different from what we are speaking. Anyone here knows how to do that? Wonderful meeting you. We should keep meeting again. Next time we'll have dinner together. Beautiful words. Inside. Terrible 30 minutes. I got so bored sitting with her. Next time she calls, I'm just going to avoid the phone and say, I'm very busy. Karma. The thought is completely different from my words and from my behavior. When I check myself, I say I spoke nicely to her. I behaved perfect with her. I even gave her a treat. I even gave her a gift at the end of it. Why is she not happy with me? And this is not just strangers on the road. We are talking about family. We are talking about the person sitting on the chair next to you. I've done so much for my family. My 30 years I've spent only everything for them. I have done perfect for them. Have I thought perfect inside? Destiny is here, not here.